And we're back with more Clannad. In the last part, we completed the final route, Nagisa's Furukawa's route. It's an amazing achievement to me. It took 113 parts, I think, to finish everything. And now we're going on to the the after story, which I'd like to make note of that in the walkthroughs I'm doing, they're saying that the after story is basically the main part of the story. And if it took me 113 parts to do that, 113 parts from August, I think, 25th to December 17th. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I also don't know what I'm in for, because after a while I just got used to it. We did a lot, so hopefully we can figure things out right off the get-go. Let's get into the after story. Oh, good. Her footsteps come to a stop. She squats above the snow for a long while. I brush off the snow that piles up on top of her face. When I do, I see her smiling. She reaches out and begins to paddle through the snow as if to pull her body up, but she stays in place. I crawl under her stomach. I muster my strength. It's enough to make her body slide upward. Thank you. I hear her voice. My body creaks. How many more steps until we get there? Are we only a step away now? Or are we stuck counting endlessly? If we are, then it's hopeless. I'm stricken by despair. Suddenly my body is lifted off the ground. Not only that, something is below me. They're little animals. So they were here too. Each of them is so pitifully weak, but when all of them combine their strength, they're able to push me forward. Eventually I'm able to walk again on my own. The animals are already out of sight. We've moved forward without even pausing to look behind us. They have left us with nothing but their courage. I entered the store to see Sanai-san going this way, and that is, she holds a large box. Good morning. Oh, Tomoya-san, good morning. Here, let me take that. Okay then, thank you for the help. Oh, you showed up. The old man comes out from the back to show his face too. Yeah, good morning. Give him a proper greeting at least. Yeah, good morning. Now where the hell's your apron? What? But I don't have one. Oh, that's right, I'd forgotten. I prepared one for you too, Tomoe-san. Oh, really? Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. Is Panda alright? A panda? A panda what? The pattern and mark on the apron. It's black and white checkerboard apron with a panda mark on your chest. It's my old apron. What, do you not like it, punk? No, it's fine. Yeah, and you better work yourself to the bone just like a damn panda. That's not the common perception of pandas. Graduation day. Since I haven't even looked for jobs, I'm at a complete loss as to what to do next. Congratulations on the big day, Tomoe-san. And now I get to start my life as an unemployed adult. This is what happens when you keep avoiding guidance counseling. I don't think you need to worry. There are plenty of ways to make a living. What are your plans for the time being? Well, nothing really. I can't believe this guy. You haven't thought of anything? What a good-for-nothing bum. The last few months have been hard on Tomoe-san too, honey. Sanai-san stands up for me, but no matter how I look at it, this is the result of my own negligence. And there's nothing you want to do? No, can't think of anything. Well, even if you don't have anything in mind, you can't simply wander through town messing around all day. I know that much. It's just that I don't know where to start. The young man sighs as he's out of options. Do you want to work here for the time being then? What? Is that okay? Yeah, that way we can make Sane's cram school a little bit larger too. Yes, you're right. And if you don't mind helping out earlier in the morning, then I can make lunches for Nagisa. I've always wanted to do that. Yeah, you did used to say that, didn't you? Okay, looks like it's unanimous. By the way, the pay is 30 yen an hour, okay? I think you'll find something else after all. That's a joke, stupid, but the pay really is low, so you'd better be ready. In exchange, though, you'll get 3 meals and even a room for free. Alright, that seems fair enough. Thank you, truly. So because of the kindness, I end up working part-time at Furukawa Bakery. Bread. Fuck. 5 a.m. work time. The old man has already started baking bread, so I meet up with him. So still a little groggy. Since the store opens at 7, we get baking early enough to make it in time for the morning rush. After we open, I work the register. Furukawa Bread is most busy with customers between hours of 7 and 9. I didn't know until now, of course, since I'd never been to the store so early. Because of that, the work is even harder than I expected it would be. Sane-san helps out in the morning during spring break too. She takes the bread the old man bakes and lines it all up on store trays. Then she greets the customers with her natural, sociable personality. Watching her work is inspiring. She's so charming, she shines. Her positive attitude infectious even. I think the old man truly found an amazing person to be his wife. Tomoe-san. My heart skips a beat when I suddenly hear a voice. Yes, what is it? When spring break ends, we're going to take over. You're going to take over for me in this role. So I want you to pay close attention to where all the bread goes and how much each piece costs. Got it. Good luck. Do your best. Once the afternoon comes, there are a lot of times when no customers are in the store. Things feel so much easier because of it too. And just like that, Furukawa Bread returns to the same deserted place that I know it to be. With the last batch of bread already baked for the day, the old man drifts around the store at a loss for what to do. God, so bored. Okay, let's play catch using Sane's bread. No way. You're supposed to have fun at work. Don't act like such a square. Excuse me. Customer enters, at least that's what I think at first, until I notice it's Nagisa. Hey, that's confusing. Nagisa's fear finally subsided when she began spring break. These days she walks around the house while not pushing herself too hard. I wanted to see you working, Tomoe-kun. That apron looks good on you. It's cute, hehe. She's a little embarrassed. Is there something I can help with? As you can see, we have more time on our hands than we know what to do with. Okay, let's have a snowball fight using Sane's bread. Well, I guess it'd be a bread fight. Mom's behind you, Dad. What? The old man turns around to see what's there, and he finds Sane-san already moved to tears. So the bread I make is nothing more than a projectile weapon? She turns around and runs off. I love you, the old man gives chase as he always does. Nagisa and I are left alone. You're doing your best, Tomoe-kun. I'm not so sure. It's wonderful. All I'm doing is operating the cash register, you know. Excuse me, a real customer that enters. Welcome. Nagisa greets them with a smile. I suddenly feel a sense of peace. For just a moment I imagine a future where the two of us work together like this. April. The morning of the ceremony to start the school year. Alright, I'll be going. Okay. See you later. Yeah, get out of there. Nagisa leaves for school on her own. It's gonna be like this every day from now on. I wonder if she's gonna end up stopping at the bottom of the hill worrying. I don't think she will. She's become so much stronger since that day, and that's why I see her off from here. Do your best. My words are of encouragement being sent with her. Okay. That night I headed to Nagisa's room. Nagisa seemed happy when she was talking to us during dinner, but it almost felt like she was forcing the whole thing. Old man and Sane-san probably noticed it too. It's me, Nagisa. Oh yes, what's the matter? She replies from inside. I'm coming in. Okay, come in. Gisa's sitting there hugging her big dongle family stuffed animal. I may have walked in on her sulking as she thought back on what happened at school today. I'm sitting down, okay? Let me bring you a cushion. It's fine. I think your butt will hurt if you sit without one. I said it's fine. Okay. She sits back down and squeezes the stuffed animal tightly. Does there seem to be anyone in your class you can talk to? Since I've repeated yours twice now, it feels like I don't have anything to talk about to my classmates. You're making it sound like you're a middle-aged woman or something. It's just 2 years. You can't consider it that much of an age gap. I don't know. I suddenly have a realization. Won't scolding the Gisa like this just corner her further? She was just giving an excuse. I wonder if everyone knows. Knows what? Not well, you repeat it twice. I think they do. It seems like people were talking about it as early as the beginning of your ceremony. They were saying that there's someone in my class like that. I overheard them a little. Oh. And everyone else has been together in the same school year since they were first years and know each other's faces, but I'm like a transfer student, so they'll figure it out right away, I'm sure. But there are some faces you know, right? Nishina and Tsugasaka. Yeah, I was thinking of how nice it would be to get placed in their class. But if they're in different classes, they won't have any chance to meet up. What about Tomoyo then? Sakagami-san is also in a different class. Oh, speaking of Sakagami-san, I ran into her on the way back from the gymnasium. She said that I should do my best too. Sounds like something she'd say. Yes, she's a very good person. You should hang out with Tomoyo. What? But she's far out of my reach. The student council changes at the end of the month, right? She should be free after that. She'll probably be busy studying for exams. Even if she is, she'll make time for you, I know her. Really? Do you think she would? Probably. If she did, I'd be very happy. Yeah, you need to make friends in your class too. You have a good personality, even if you go up to talk to people. I don't think they'll find it annoying. Yes, I hope that's the case. Yeah, everyone will end up liking you, I'm positive. Basically it's just about making things happen. Yes. What else? That's right, the drama club. You're going to keep it going, right? Yes, I'd like to. And this year you can recruit members the legitimate way. Yes, I can. But what? I don't have an advisor. Why not? Kimura is... I remember mid-sentence. Kimura and Sensei retired at the end of last year. Yeah, I guess he did. But there's a new teacher in his place and they may take his spot as the drama club advisor. That's it. You should go and ask them right away. Yes, that was my plan. Well, he's a little what? He seems a little scary, so I hesitated. Scary? That's just how he looks, right? No, I think he was the guidance counselor at his old school. Even during today's greeting, he said he'd go out there and get him. Yeah, and all teachers are friendly old men like Kimura. He seemed like a jockey's teacher, not one that would be the advisor for the drama club. I see. I cover my face with my hands. How does she keep running into so many problems at school? Why can't she have a more normal time there? Making friends like everyone else, having fun talking to people, working hard in a club. Why can't she be allowed to enjoy such a basic, simple kind of happiness? I'm sorry, Tomoe-kun. For what? My voice almost makes it sound like I'm in tears. For making you worry. It's fine. It'd be even sadder if you had to keep this all to yourself. No, I'm just complaining. I decided to try my best, so I'll try my best. Well, of course I want you to do that. But don't just hug your stuffed animals when you feel this way. Come talk to me. I feel like this is part of you too. You gave it to me after all. So I felt like I was telling you everything when I was holding it. It really calms me down. Although, that also meant I was holding it as tightly as I could. She's working at it in her own way. She's trying to complain to everyone. She's trying not to complain to anyone. And maybe I was trying to force her to complain. Maybe I'm just holding back Nagisa when she's trying to become stronger. He'll tell me about these too, right? He won't be complaining, he'll be asking for advice or something. Okay, thank you. But I won't talk about more fun things with you. I want to talk about more fun things with you, Tomoe-kun. I want to be smiling and to tell you about all the things that happened at school. Yeah, you're right. I hope you'll be able to do that more in the future. Yes, I'll do my best so that I can. But even after the day, Nagisa doesn't talk to me about anything fun that happens at school. What happened with your club advisor? I'm in Nagisa's room the next night as well. Oh, yes. Minoshima-sensei, the new teacher I told you about yesterday, agreed to take over. Oh, that's great. Yes, it's wonderful. But judging by her expressions, not all rainbows and unicorns. What's the matter? Did it not go that smoothly? Oh, no, it went well, but how should I put it? Explain the situation to me. Alright. After school, I went to the teacher's room to talk with him. Minoshima-sensei was there, so that's where we discussed the issue. Okay. And when I did, well, he didn't look very excited about it. So it didn't go smoothly. Well, here's the thing. As we were talking, the vice principal happened to be sitting right next to us and was listening in. And he appointed Minoshima-sensei as the drama club's advisor. Oh wow, huh. How did this Minoshima guy respond to that? Well, I don't really want to say. At best, he probably clicked his tongue at an outburst. I can't even imagine. Of course, the jockey's teacher wouldn't have any fun if he was the appointed advisor of the drama club. But Minoshima-sensei is also the assistant advisor for the track team, so I don't think he'll be paying much attention to us. Can't tell whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. But since you're not supposed to hold club activities without an advisor around, I guess it can't be a good thing. And there's even more bad news. If I can't get new members to join, the club will have to disband. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. I made recruitment flyers for the club today. They have a cute big Dongo family drawing on them just like last year's. Okay. I put them on billboards during lunch. It was my turn to clean after school today, and when I went to clean the classroom, I saw them on the floor for some reason. I wondered why, so I picked them up. When I did, the people around me started to say, "Oh, she found them." They'd taken them off the billboard when I wasn't looking and passed them around. I wonder what the problem was. Best case scenario is her classmates think she's strange because she repeated the year twice now. No matter what though, she'd attract negative attention and be made fun of regardless. If only I was at school, I'd have consoled her then and there. And then go around with her putting flyers back up after class. Could it be the Big Dongo family? No, you didn't do anything wrong. I just think it's gonna take a little more time. So you just need to hold out for now. I wouldn't feel very good if they were taken down again. Yeah, and I think it's important for you to state things like that. Did you let them know how you felt? Oh, yes. I said I wish they wouldn't take them down again. Okay, that's good. Then they won't. Alright, I'll believe you and put them back up tomorrow. Okay. I'm sorry to bother you when you're tired, but can I talk to you again? Yeah, of course. I put the flyers back up this morning. They weren't taken down this time. When I was watching them from afar, a girl who seemed like a first year walked up to the billboard and stood there. I think she was probably looking at the drama club flyer. Yeah, she probably did see it. In fact, I'd say those flyers of yours make such a big impact that you really can't ignore them. Yes, I'd be happy if she became interested at all. When's the information session again? Saturday, the day after tomorrow. A group information session is being held in the gym. Last year, Nagisa didn't come back to school until after it took place, so the situation is different from last year when she had to do it on her own. But if a place like that is available to her, it should make things much easier for her. I feel very anxious. Yeah, you only ended up practicing last year. You never actually held a session. Yes, that's correct. But I'll try my best when I practiced with you last year and do it this time around. Yeah, it's been a while since then, but you'll be fine. You practiced. Yes, and I'll imagine that you're watching nearby as I do it. You're making it sound like I died. That's not what I meant. You'll be hard at work when I'm talking to Moikun. Yeah, but really, I wish you could be there to watch me, Tomoe-kun. If you were, I'd be so reassured and calming. More than anything, it'd make me feel like I could really put my heart into it completely. She starts to talk about her own weakness. All the pain she felt so far seems to well up inside her as she does. Her eyes suddenly begin to water. But she doesn't shed a single tear after doing everything she can to endure the pain. But I'm okay by myself right now. She smiles and says the words. Huh. Alright. Today's the day of the club information sessions. Nagisa has her head in the clouds as soon as she wakes up. Maybe it's because of her anxiety and nerves. She still has her eyes glued to her handwriting speech notes, even when it's time for her to leave. Hey, Nagisa. Did you say my name? She replies to my calling her name after a moment passes. You need to leave or else you'll be late. Just a bit longer. I want to spend a little more time memorizing this. She looks back at her notes. I wonder if everything's gonna be okay at this rate. Hey, Nagisa. Huh? Did you say my name? I want to do something perverted with you. I'm sorry, could you do it after I get home? Her eyes move straight back to her notes. So she's okay with it if it's after she gets home? Hold on, she was like this the morning of her play rehearsal too. Her wry smile finds its way onto my face when I think back to what happened last year. Okay, I'll be going now. Alright, see you later. Good luck. Okay. She replies with a smile before leaving. I can't stop worrying about Nagisa even while I work. She's probably standing on the gym stage right about now. Even if it's not the best beat, she's probably doing everything she can to talk about the club. Either that or she's just there standing and unable to speak. Come on, don't think like that. I shake my head. Clink. The door opens and I see a customer enter the store. Welcome. 1 p.m. rolls around and Nagisa comes home. I leave the store at the sauna sound and the two of us get to late lunch. I was about as nervous as I was during the play last year. Nagisa begins to talk as we eat. Yeah, I'd imagine so. I can understand though. If you heard the speech, you'd probably say it wasn't very good at all, but I still managed to stand on the stage until the end and talk. Everyone coming together to accomplish a single common goal. I invited the other students to join me in doing that because it's a wonderful thing. Oh, who cares if you were awkward up there, just as long as you got what you meant across. Alright. And also, I heard the sound of people clapping when I went back. It was Nishina-san and Tsugasaka-san. Were you able to talk to them? Just a little. I asked them how they were doing, if they were working hard, and things like that. No, that's good to hear. Yeah. I know good things will happen to her as long as she keeps trying. Even if they're small victories, gathering enough of them will come up to a good experience in the end. That was the last thing I heard as a student. Something I learned despite hating life as a student as much as I did. So when are the new members showing up? They need to submit an application form to the club advisor by next Wednesday. In other words, if 2 or more students don't give him applications by then, yeah, the drama club will be shut down once again. But there were a lot of new students there today, so yeah, I'm sure there are at least 2 of them that are interested in theater. Even if they aren't, I'd definitely join a club if I knew its president was a girl as cute as you. You put a lot of resistance before you joined Tomoe-kun. Did I? Yes, you did. I was just being a contrarian for the sake of it. Contrarian, yep. You're a very honest person, Tomoe-kun. Well, I do say what's on my mind, but But I was always by your side, wasn't I? Yes, this is true. That is true. You never left my side. That idiot Tsunahara too. You shouldn't call him an idiot. But you'll get more people again, just like you did before. Yes, I'm sure I do hope so. Then the new week comes. Oh no. You skip Sunday. I don't know. Okay, I'll be going. Alright, see you later. Nagisa leaves the house with both excitement and anxiety in her heart. No applications to join the club were handed in on Monday. Tuesday is the same. Finally, the last day, Wednesday. I'm home. I can tell what happened by the expression on Nagisa's face as soon as she walks through the door. There wasn't a single application to join the club. Oh. I don't know what to even say to her. I guess no one is interested in plays in this day and age after all. Kimura-sensei said the same thing last year. Is that really how it is? Yes. And now the drama club's been disbanded for a second time. Oh. But you did everything you could. Don't feel too down. Yes. The third years were supposed to leave after Founders Festival anyway. Yeah, you should take it easy and just watch the festival this year. Okay, that's what I'll do. Last year was busy, but it was a lot of fun. I did cry a lot on stage, though. Even so, it's a great memory. Don't get so lost in the past, stupid. You're gonna make a lot of great memories from here on out too, right? I'm sorry, you're right. Nagisa seemed to be unable to make any friends, and I stopped hearing about school entirely from her. Yet Nagisa was never late or absent for a single time. She simply left the house each day with firmly pursed lips. Nagisa continued to work hard, and Sanai-san, the old man, and I all warmly received her. Nagisa was able to keep smiling as long as she was inside this house. Tomoe-kun, are you there? Nagisa's voice. What's wrong? You'll be late. I stop what I'm doing for work and look up. Well, you didn't come outside the store today. Oh, sorry about that. No, here's fine. You seem to be busy. I'll be going. Alright, see you later. Nagisa leaves the house, seemingly put at ease by my voice. I reconsider then leave the store to chase after her. Nagisa, huh? Nagisa stops in the middle of the street and turns back to me. What's the matter, Tomoe-kun? See you later. I repeat those words again, but nothing more. Oh, okay. I'll be going. Nagisa's bathed in the sun rays as she smiles. And then at some point, I start thinking that I want to protect Nagisa with my strength alone. As always, around the time when the stream of customers stops in the afternoon, I find myself with some free time inside the store. After the old man finishes baking the last batch of bread, he gleefully runs off like a child who's finished his homework. I have to grab a breath of fresh air. I go outside. I stretch while looking at the clear blue sky. Whew. As I look down from the sky before me, I see someone up high in the park. I'm surprised for a second. If they're up that high, that means they'd be in the air. I take a closer look and realize that's not the case. It's a worker who's on a ladder. He seems to be installing a streetlight. I recall seeing the scene somewhere else in the past, when I was a student that helped someone do this job for just a day. And I should have learned something that day. I should have learned just how carefree the life I was leading was, as well as how harsh the world that awaited me was. Yet I'm still sitting here in the lukewarm water that is the Furukawa house. The worker I met then wasn't much older than I am now, and I recall that shocking me as well. But I'm still here. I feel irritated when I also start recalling all sorts of things, including the fact that I'd be fairly compensated for this kind of struggle. But with that kind of money, I could live on my own without having to rely on the old man in Sanai's head. I squint my eyes to try and make out the worker's face. He's too far to see clearly, but I think his physique is similar. It's fine if I'm wrong, driven by my impatience to run toward him. Whew. The worker is now standing on the ground smoking a cigarette. He seems to be happy with his work as he's looking up at the light and nodding multiple times. Yoshino-san, I call his name. The man looks my way. It's Yusuke Yoshino. No, Yoshino-san. Sup? Oh, yo. He thinks for a moment, then returns my greeting as if he suddenly remembered something. You're that kid who helped me, right? My name's Okazaki. Oh, that's right, Okazaki. What's the matter? Bored again? Please hire me. I bow my head to him. What? Seriously? Yeah, I'm serious. That'd be a big help, actually. I'm always short on people. But as you know, it's a tough job. I'm prepared for that. A year ago, you were exhausted after just putting up just one of these. Well, I think I'll be fine once I get the hang of it. I'll do my best. Oh. Okay, you're hired. When can you start? I'd like to start at the beginning of next month. Okay, got it. Well, I'm looking forward to working with you again. Same here. We shake hands. Hey Nagisa. There's something I want to talk to you about. The two of us are sitting down facing one another. Okay, what could it be? I found a new job. What? You're changing jobs? The news is a huge shock to her. Naturally, I'm surprised myself that I've made such a big decision all in one day. But once I was confronted with reality, I couldn't keep on living an existence dependent on someone else. Was the bakery job not for you? No, that's not the problem. To be honest, it's fun working with the old man in Sanai. The job's easy and comes with room and board. I can't keep doing that, it's too easy. I'm having to rely entirely on your parents. They'll turn me into a weak fool if I don't do something about it now. That's why I decided to take a different job. It's probably a tough one, but it pays a lot better than what I'm doing now. With that money, I can find a nearby apartment and live there. I want to be able to live like that without having to depend on another person's support. So you're going to leave this house? Yeah, I am. But that'd be so lonely. I sit up on my own bent legs and face Nagisa once again. Will you come with me? I ask her the question. If you ever feel sad, you can always come back here. I'd never mind if you did that. But I want to do my best so that you won't feel that way. I want to make you happy on my own two hands. With my strength alone. That's why I made this decision. What do you say? Let's live together. Okay, I understand. If it's you saying that, Tomoe-kun, then I'll go with you. Hearing that fills me with happiness. I'm going to protect Nagisa until using my strength alone. I feel like I found a reason to live. But I'm still a student, so there's a lot of things I can't do yet. That's fine. You don't need to do anything other than be by my side. I want to try doing everything on my own. Did you just begin to creak in emotion? No. They're being moved by my own thoughts and feelings. But all of us. An 18-year-old, I come to realize this. A duelist visit apartment on a holiday. A 6.5 tatami room and a toilet and a bath cost just 30,000 yen a month. But the building is fairly old, having been built over 20 years ago. Most girls wouldn't want to be taken to a place like this. And if they were told they were going to have to live here, their expression would be anything but jovial. But Nagisa is different. It's wonderful. She looks around the empty, stained room, a smile on her face. She stands in front of a small sink. Clunk, clunk, clunk. I'll make dinner for you every night, Tomoe-kun. Nah, no need for that. It'd get in the way of your studies anyway. Just having you live here would be enough for me. If you did, I'd be able to keep working hard. I don't want that to happen. I don't want you to be the only one doing work. I want to work hard too. Oh yeah, let's both work hard together then. Alright.